This is breaking my skin out. I think it is. My beard cover. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best I ever known. There's no way I could ever go. My head hurts. Oh, I have such a headache. Oh. I gotta find something to take for my headache. It is crazy. Latoya, how you doing? Latoya Cooking, how you doing, beautiful? Hope you're doing well. Latoya, I love that dance. I love that AI dance. But I said, I know you be dancing like that for real. I love that video. I love that video. It's a very awesome video. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope and pray that you're doing well. Hope and pray your entire family is doing well. I say you're constantly, in my prayers. Constantly, constantly. Y'all, I was in a case earlier. I was working with this neurosurgeon. I love working with her. She's so brilliant. Such a sweet, beautiful, just intelligent, kind woman. She really is. But it's intimidating. She's so smart. And we I had went on vacation, but before I went on vacation, um I remember telling you guys this, if you guys remember. It's kind of sad, but it was a kind of like a pileup accident on I-75, not 275, I-75. So coming from Fort Myers, going from Fort Myers to Tampa. Anyway, these brothers, actually it was a few people in the car, and these two brothers. Anyway, this man, reckless driving, ended up hitting them from the back. It obviously took their car. Their car went out of control and stuff. Long story short, they both was rushed to this hospital, and emergency cranies, and so I worked with the surgeon I work with today. We did I did one of the brothers with her. I assisted on the case, and then another doctor here, Dr. Lynn, who is so brilliant neurosurgeons. Oh, when I work beside them, I feel like I'm so stupid. But they be like, Terrence, great job, great job. They be like, just stop lying to me. No, but I love assisting them. Such amazing, inspiring surgeons. So he did one case, and then she did one case, and they ended up both rushing. We stabilized them here, but they both took them to Tampa, to the children's facility in Tampa, and she had just told us, the other first assist, who also was a part of their cases. She just told us that they didn't make it. They both passed away. Y'all, I was in that case, and I had a mask on and everything, and I have this on because this is like my beard protector. You see my beard, but I had a mask on, mask with the shield, and I'm scrubbed in, and I'm just kind of putting my head down, and I'm like, I'm assisting, but I was bawling. And she was like, Terrence, are you okay? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I just get emotional. Like, I'm able to work through my emotion though. And like, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when my mom passed away of cancer, when my two best friends committed suicide, I was back working within 2 weeks. When my mom passed of cancer, I was working. My mom, she ended up, let me just say this. My mom passed May 3rd. Her funeral was May 7th. I was back at work. Um, I'm not even kidding. I was back at work within a week. Like, my mom's funeral was in Mississippi, and I was back. And then my mom's funeral was in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi, and the following week I was in Florida. My first time actually here, not here in Southwest Florida, but my first time in the state of Florida, I was in Tampa working. I don't know how to sit down, and I get that from my mama. Because my mom, I remember my mom finding out the horrible news that her mom had passed away, and she started, she started screaming and crying. Um, Hour later, she was on the bed crying. She like, "Come on, Joe, let's go. Got to get the kids something to eat. Got to get this. Got to get this." And I was just looking at my mom like, "What in the world? What's wrong with her? Like her mom just passed, which was my grandma." And and as I progressed and got older in life, I realized what she was saying. Life doesn't stop. Bills don't stop. Life does not stop. And even life doesn't start, and grieving doesn't have to start immediately. That's why I say people need to stop this when they. I mean, this is kind of side note, but people need to stop thinking that the way in which you grieve is how everybody else. Well, let me just say this: everybody does not grieve the same, and then the way in which you grieve is not the way in which I grieve. Like my grieving started, oh my gosh, like well after my mom passed, to be honest. With my best friends, it was immediately. But after with my mom passing away of cancer, it was just like, okay, I got to get back to work. And then as I, and I was contemplating quitting surgery, and my mom came to me in a dream. My dad kept pushing me. It's like, go, this is your calling. This is what you should do. And so when I did do the assignment, like I remember just crying a lot as the months progressed because like I was dealing with so many cancer patients. But anyway, when she told me that she was telling us collectively, but she was talking to like the other first assist, and then I'm in the room, and it just hit me because it's like you think about I hugged my niece, Kelsey, and oh my gosh, my nephews, y'all. You think about Kelsey's 10, Jamon Jr. is 13, JaPrince is 12, Jemiah is 13, and Jason Jr. is coming up on 5. And all these kids are so young, right? And you think about these brothers, they've passed on now, and 11 and 12. Life is just so unpredictable and it's unfair, but when you look at it from a bigger perspective, I believe in God. And my mom, as she would tell me, we don't belong to each other, we belong to God. And so that's how I'm able to cope and deal with things. And even though I was crying, not like, oh my God, I was just crying and the tears were flowing down my face. But there was you didn't hear anything, but again, that brilliant, sweet woman as surgeon, she recognized it and she was like, Terrence, are you okay? I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, it's gonna be all right. That's what she said. I said, I know it is. I know it's gonna be all right. And she even said, she was like, it's devastating, but you have to look at it from this perspective. Didn't we do everything in our power? This is what the surgeon said. I said, yes, ma'am, we did. We did everything in our power, and God he just saw fit that no, I'm gonna take my children back. We belong to God. I know some people don't believe in God, but that's up with you and whoever else, whatever you believe in, whatever you don't believe in. But I believe in God as a higher power, and I know this because in my life I wouldn't be where I'm at without Him. So not to make anybody sad, but life is just filled with so many trials and tribulations and so many beautiful things too. Those trials and tribulations can also be beautiful. So, um, but you said I'm okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey Isaac, how you doing? Latoya said, "Wow, so sad. It is sad, right? It is so sad. It really is." Because even I was telling my dad, I said, "Okay, I'm gonna start driving now," because I rent the car and I end up obviously leaving Fort Myers and I'm on 75, and then it turns into 275, and I get on I-10. I mean, I just I pray. All I can do is pray, and I know people may think that is so weird or I'm being funny, but I pray a lot, and that's all I can do because I don't know what God has in store for me. the next 5 minutes, the next hour of my life. I don't know. I know that I'm not going to sit up here from some of the people that have done something. I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying, as far as coworkers or me coming in here, I bet you money. Maybe people are upset because I have a positive attitude, but I know I smiled and I try to make everybody that I came across feel good. Even the people who, hmm, I tried to make them feel good. I tried to be, I'm like, nice to see you, have a blessed day, or, people that I relieve early. And for the most part, people, and I'm not, let me tell you, everybody, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some people don't even drink tea. So I'm not gonna be everybody's cup of Joe, cup of tea, whatever the case may be, Kool-Aid, whatever. But I know I try my best to respect everyone, and that's why I say when I come on live and I do speak about Charlie Kirk, I do speak about Republicans, Democrats, whatever. But y'all know I'm Republican. I just want respect, and I think people think that I'm just like I'm being funny when I say that, but I'm not. I'm really being genuine, and it's sad when you're not giving that respect. When you give the respect, I was taught, you do unto others as others do unto you. Um, and so, and I was taught that. And then I guess growing up, I said, I felt like, well, if I'm doing right by people, people got to do right by me. But my mom and my dad also said, my middle name is Darnell. They said, Darnell, hell no. You can do right by people, family, friends, whatever, co-workers, whatever the case may be, and people still will dog you and drag your name through the mud. It's just what some people do. And if you don't believe that, you're lost. But the thing about it is, definitely believe it, because it does. It evil exists, mean people, whatever it exists. But you don't have to allow that to corrupt your life. That's what I'm learning every day as I grow, especially within this field. Haven't been in this field for 20 years now on the payroll. I can't believe it's 2026. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel like I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better and better. And I thank God for the growth. I do. And I've seen so much. I've seen so much death. I've seen so incredibly, and it's so beautiful, so much life and so many miracles. I've seen that. And that's how I know I may sound like I'm rambling and stuff, but that's why I try my best to keep positive and continue to believe in what I believe in. And that's me not trying to push anything on you, but this is what I believe in. And I just want to share that with the world. The Hicks family, what's up? What's good, bro? Oh, just here at work. I literally not too long ago got out of a case, and I came to the education room. So you see the other computers in here. There's nothing on here that is against the law or anything. I'm looking at my email, and I just finished. Literally, I just finished two of the six continuing education CEUs that I have to complete, but I got plenty of time. I just refuse to go into the break room. A lot of people are in there. We're actually not. It's 9:17 p.m. There is just one case in NI, which is pretty much like a interventional, radiology or whatever, and that doesn't pertain to the OR. But I just finished up this big ortho spine case with the surgeon, and I was telling you that I just adore. I love her so much, and yeah, and so it was crazy. It was a lot of cases on the board, but we knocked them out. We knocked them out. It was such great teamwork today, and it's not saying that it's not great teamwork every day, but it was such great teamwork today. And we are short staffed. We are short staffed, but such great teamwork, and yeah, it's great. Latonya Cookie said, yes, so true. Yeah, right. Hey, Cha real smooth. Mr. Jimmy, how you doing? Give him a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up over a trophy. Amen. Recovering from a kidney transplant, watching people just go crazy on the internet. Wow. Nicholas, are you recovering from a kidney transplant? I just love to hear that. That's one of my most favorite cases too. Oh my gosh, especially when I was in Iowa City, Iowa. I was on a transplant team. My main thing there was lung transplants, kidney transplants, liver transplants, and heart transplants. Loved doing those cases. And I loved especially the kidneys, because you are on the you're intraoperatively. I know you as a patient, you're under anesthesia, you're asleep, but you come in, you've been on dialysis, your kidneys have just shut down, um, and so you're not, you're not making urine and all that, and you put that kidney on intraoperatively, you put that kidney in, and you see the urine being made, like as you do the case. It's like, you guys, this is incredible. It's incredible. It's just so amazing. That's why I'm an organ donor. And also, shout out to those two young brothers that that were that did pass on, but they were both organ donors, and I just think that's exceptional of their parents, their father and their mother. Even though, like they did say the mom and the father were divorced, but that's just devastating news to find out, that your children were involved in a car accident, and you know clinically, brain dead. But I just think that's remarkable. That's a hard thing to do. But yeah, not trying to make people feel sad. The What I want to do, that's why I say, when I speak about politics or whatever the case may be, I just want people to respect me, and I want to respect you guys. I'm not an idiot. I'm not dumb. And I don't think that you guys are idiots, or you're not dumb either. No one here is dumb. People may pretend to be that way, or want to be that way, or just want to be mean, but no one's dumb, and I'm not going to treat you as such. I just really wish that people can just, you know, chill out a little bit and just be kind, And if you don't like me, you don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. God bless you too. But Nicholas, congratulations on your kidney transplant. I'm telling you, I've done so many of those. Like I said, Iowa City especially, because the surgeon said we'd be in room 10 and 11, and the surgeon, there'd be a surgeon, and obviously in 10, a surgeon in 11, and I can't tell you how many times brothers or sisters will come there, and you have the sister who's she is the donor, she's the organ donor, so she's giving her kidney to her sister, and so her sister that's receiving the kidney is already asleep, and waiting on the kidney from her, waiting on the kidney from the other room. And it's like, oh my gosh. And the surgeon, that urologist, was so fast removing those kidneys, and he did it laparoscopically. So he didn't even make a big incision. He removed the kidney laparoscopically. So he did make a little bit bigger incision when you take out the kidney, but everything was laparoscopic. It was pretty much minimally invasive. So the patient who was the donor pretty much would go home. Now, obviously, the patient who was a recipient, that patient did stay for a little while in the hospital before being discharged. But you guys, the prognosis, and just, there were some sad things that happened. But I would say overall, I would say 90 something percent, higher 90% percentile, where it was it was a success. And I love that. Nobody can tell me that medicine isn't something that is necessary, and it's a blessing. And no one can tell me other than that, because I've witnessed it myself. And when I say medicine, I mean, God is working through me. I'm the vessel. So I just happen to be able to do these things because God has bestowed those blessings upon me, but I'm nobody special. He gets all the praise. Nick Bowling says, wait, why does he look like the last face I saw before the drugs knocked me out during my knee surgery? Well, I'm not an anesthesiologist. I'm not a CRNA, but I don't know. Maybe you've seen me. I don't believe in any God, but I see the value of religion, and that's fine. I'm not going to sit up here. This is not a debate. It's not up for discussion. And I'm not going to ridicule you or say, you're going to go to hell, you're an abomination. Like, no. I'm not going to say I don't even care. It's just like, that's your life. You have every right to believe in in the things in which you believe in. You have every right for that. I don't know why people get so uptight about that. Like, no, you got every right. You have every right to say, I don't care about politics, Terrence. I don't care for your channel because you're talking about this. Or I love you, or I don't like. I mean, you. Everybody has their own rights, and that's the beauty of this country. Hey, Cha Cha said, hey, the Hicks family says, hey, bro, hey, what's up? What's up? Dumb guy says, God, good message, man. Appreciate it. God bless. Thank you so much. Slate Cap says, yeah, right. People aren't grateful. I'm very grateful. Um, I'm extremely grateful. Oh my gosh, I can tell you three things right now that happened to me this morning, and y'all be like, "Oh my gosh, I would be pissed off," and you're not angry, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be here. I'm just grateful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I really, really am. I really am. Corbin says, "Hi, hey Corbin." Lasagna's cooking says, "Sad but true." Isn't it? Corbin says, "Hi again." Hello, Linda. Hey, Linda Hernandez. How you doing, Linda? Happy evening, Terrence. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Linda. I just know you're such a beautiful person inside and out. I know Latonya. I mean, not Latonya. And Latoya, I know I can see them with their profile pic. But Linda, you're such a kind person. But Latonya, you know you so beautiful. Latonya is just drop dead gorgeous, y'all, and she be cooking her butt off. Latonya Cooking is her channel name. Y'all check out her channel. Love her channel. Love her. Corbin says, why not work at healthcare? Huh? You said why not work at healthcare? Healthcare is better. Oh, okay. Are you? Oh, yeah, I'm in Fort Myers. Yeah, I'm in Fort Myers. Isaac says some people don't deserve respect. Um, okay. That's okay if you feel that way. I feel like everybody deserves it. In a sense. I feel like even some of the hateful people, because some people just, I don't know, you got to give a little extra tender loving care. And I don't know. I'm not a messiah. I'm nobody special. I'm weird. That's what I am. Um, I am. I'm very strange. And people have told me that because they're like, Terrence, you should be upset about that. Why should I be upset about that? The old Terrence, but not the new and improved Terrence. I ain't got time for that mess. I want to focus on my health. I want to focus on securing a bag. Okay, gotta make that money. I want to focus on making sure my dad is taken care of. My dad is 71 years young. Okay, and and I just want to make sure my family is good. I want to make sure my YouTube family is good. Yeah, I don't care about all that nonsense. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know how to prove that, but I don't care about that mess. I don't. Tessa, how you doing? Cha cha. Look. I love the fact that you allow me to call you cha cha because I love to cha cha real smooth now. Okay. What have Democrats done lately for America? Well, I'm gonna say you this. I am not a Democrat. I'm very much so a Republican, but I think there are some great Democrats out there. I think there's Democrats that work hard. I'm trying to. I've always tried to come at with an angle where I feel as though I'm fair, but some people just want to just be derogatory towards Republicans or Democrats. I'm not trying to be derogatory towards anyone, but I do think there are some pros and cons on both parties, on both sides, and we all know everybody tell little lies every now and then. You know, a lie's a lie's a lie's a lie. Sin is a sin is a sin is a sin. No one's perfect. Fighting for your health care, that's what. Oh no, nothing. No, they are fighting for the premiums going straight to the insurance companies. And the investigation into the files. Democrats had Epstein files for years. I agree with that. It's so weird how people can say President Trump he's not releasing the files, but neither did Kamala Harris, who was vice president, and neither did former President Joe Biden. Why didn't they do that? Because now we see that how many Democrats are a part of those files. Um, Healthcare needs major reform. Linda, I'm not going to sit up here and disagree with you. I'm going to tell you this much. Now, I work in the healthcare field and I pay a whole lot for healthcare insurance. And I ain't trying to sound mean, but I'm like, I feel like it should be free for the healthcare, people who's work, in healthcare. And, I just feel like for our veterans and it shouldn't be a hassle. You shouldn't just have to go to the VA hospital. It should be any hospital that, especially taking care of our veterans and in the military. Didn't you say you were homeless? I am the big back. What did I say again? Light switches. The big back. Y'all, somebody help me. I forget the saying. The big back black gay homeless Republican. That's what I am. I am everything that you want me to be. I'm everything that you don't want me to be. That's what I am. Randall Cheeks, I'm not saying you're dumb, but there are definitely dumb people out there. Randall, I'm gonna disagree. I think there's evil people, but it's a lot of okay. The B2K killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, chopped up, chopped, screwed, all that man. That man was brilliant. Who else was really smart? Um, Man, who else was smart? You guys, the serial killer. I can't think of his name, but oh, Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy. We do have a Ted Garcia Bundy here. His name is really Ted Garcia, but I call him Ted Garcia Bundy or whatever, just to troll him because he is always trolling me. Maybe he'll hop in here. He'll be another one to say he's not homeless. Okay. Happy Tuesday. What's up, everyone? Daniel, thank you so much. But sometimes it take years right for a kidney transplant. It absolutely does. Yeah. A lot of people unfortunately will never even receive a kidney, and that's on the kidney transplant or the transplant list. Will never receive it. And that's it's just a way. I don't want to just sound evil or insensitive, but it's just a way in which the system works. That's why I just wish that there can be more organ donors. This is not a live stream to force people to become organ donors. I'm just saying I wish that was the case. Because what the hell, if my organs are good or if they're halfway decent, what the hell I'm gonna do with them if I'm dead? But again, I get some people just like, no, we don't want any mishaps and stuff. I understand. It's all up to you and what you want to do with your life. But seeing it like my uncle, received a kidney. Even if it's donating blood, my mom had to have a transfusion when she was receiving her chemo. It took so many. That chemo, my mom received gesinabine and Taxotere, and I'm telling you, both chemo drugs is so hard on your body. It takes away your good cells and your bad cells. That's why you lose your hair. That's why your skin and you become weak and you become more prone to infections and diseases even. And it's like, what? But you're trying to, cure the cancer, but that's just how it is. A lot of people, unfortunately, it eats away at them, But that's why I say I'm so inspired by Tashana, and I'm so inspired by Andrea. Beautiful, amazing women who are subscribed to my channel, and I'm subscribed to them as well. Excuse me, and they are, in my opinion, they're kicking cancer ass, okay? And they're doing it with a smile, and I know how hard it is. I don't want to cry, but it's just I'm just so. That's also something I'm grateful and thankful for. I'm grateful and thankful for God allowing me to see people from different areas around the country, around the world that are just superhero, superhuman, even, and it just inspires. And it's like I got a headache right now because the weather is kind of crazy here in Florida. A little bit of pressure. But it's like, no, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm not going to let these little things, which in some people may view them as big, but I view them as little, distract me. And I'm going to keep going. I'm not a doctor. No, I am I'm a certified first assist in surgery. I'm a certified surgical technologist, and I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. You're openly violating HIPAA laws by discussing your patients. Pickles, please go somewhere. Get somewhere. You are absolutely out of order. This is nothing about this is HIPAA. You just want you want your 2 seconds of fame. I gave it to you, and you can come back and comment. I'm gonna send you $1 million. I'm gonna ignore every comment from here on out because I'm not dealing with stupidity. Light switches, dude, it gave you money because you said you were homeless. I found out you're a surgical nurse. I'm not a surgical nurse. And light switches, I'm gonna tell you this much. Nobody, I have never begged for anything. Now, be it jokingly saying something to stuff, if you watch my channel, I'm gonna tell you just like this: watch my channel, okay? And understand when I say these things, I have been trolled. People have talked about me. Every name except a child of God. So, in order for me, let me just say this: the way that I cope with that is like, okay, I'm gonna sit up here and feed into what you're saying. I'm gonna make money off of the haters. And boy, haven't I done it. I have done it. So at the end of the day, if you're offended, if you're ashamed, if you're upset, if you want to report me, or you just think that I'm a liar, I'm this, I'm that, have at it. Do whatever you have to do. Whatever you have to do. We're all good. There's not 1 ounce worry in my body. Do I look stressed? I'm not stressed. Terrence, why I had the opportunity to work in surgery, I opted for hands-on nursing care. I've never regretted my 40 years of nursing. That's a blessing, Linda. I appreciate you. Thank you for all your hard work. Diamond said, yeah, this freak is a grifter. If you say so. Diamond, I love you. God bless you. Isaac says, currently Trump is violating the Epstein Transparency Act in all aspects of the law and is arguing in court that he doesn't have to abide by it. He gladly take our money. Thank you, Diamond. You want to sit up here and donate some money? You can donate money, be it through the gifts, super chats, super stickers. After the live stream, you can also do a super thanks. Political said, do go to work. This is why I never requesting a nun for medical help. Huh? You said a nun? Like a nun, you talking about like godly individual? Because you said NON. Okay. Linda says Pickles. It only violates HIPAA if he mentions another parent, another person's name or diagnosis, etc. Linda, don't waste your time. I'm unsubscribing because you lied. Okay, light switches. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for your time. Sasha said, I believe you. Anthony Anderson says, I don't believe in getting along with people that support PD files in government. Okay, and yet in which you don't support that, but you've been in several live streams. Anthony Anderson 7311. All right, thank you so much though. Diamond says, don't know why you're even subscribed to him in the first place. I don't know that Diamond. I don't know Diamond. You need to get her, Diamond, or get that person because they shouldn't have been subscribed to me in the first place. Okay, what do you do at the hospital? I work in surgery. Linda Hernandez says, don't speak on something you know nothing about. They can speak. Look at that. This is the beauty of this country. They can speak on whatever. Now, if it's any relevance or if it means something, that's another situation. But they can speak on. They can say the alphabet has five different letters that people don't know about. Speak about it. I don't care. But am I going to believe that? Hell no. So that's why I say I really wish that everybody can get their own perspective. My mom told me that when my sisters told me, you ain't gonna like Miss Landfair. Oh, she mean. And Miss McPherson, I love Miss Landfair and I love Miss McPherson like to this day. But then Mr. Johnson and some other teachers and stuff, they're like, oh, he's cool, he this, he that, he a coach, he do this, he teach this, man. I'm like, I don't like that man. My mom always said, you form your own opinions, you get your own perspective. You can listen to that, but don't let that cloud your judgment. I think a lot of people let people here on social media cloud their judgment about other YouTubers, other content curators, other people and stuff, whatever. And that's what's happened with President Trump, in my opinion. You've allowed media and other people, maybe within your family or your church or whatever the case may be in your circle, to cloud your judgment. Oh, he's terrible. He's this, he's that. Okay, but then if he's giving your ass some money, he's your best friend. It's funny how that works. When I say some people don't deserve respect, I don't mean you, just some in general. No, Isaac, I understand. I get what you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying. I'm just giving you my I see what you're saying, and I'm giving you like my what's the um, my opinion about the situation. I think that's the best way to put it. Sebastian says, "Yes, sir. Bingo. Thank you, Shandora Bell. Cha cha, real smooth. I know that's right. Repub gay. Okay. Uh huh. Love when people call me that. Really, you're so slow. I can feel the knowledge gap between us. Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. God bless you. Democrats need major reform. I support ICE. I support ICE too. I support you. But thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you. I definitely support ICE. Shandora Bell says, from the time you were born till this present day, has people in the world or the world itself gotten better? And don't lie to yourself. I'm just saying. Oh, um, well, some people. I don't know everybody. It's the billions of people in the world. I don't know everybody, but I can tell you some people definitely. My dad used to be an alcoholic, and my dad hasn't had alcohol in years. My dad has been sober over 30 something years. My dad is a brilliant man. Brilliant man. He's 71 years young now. My dad doesn't drink. He never was a smoker, but my dad, used to drink a whole lot. Um, and people can change, most definitely. I don't, I'm not trying to tell you guys all my business and stuff, whatever. But I mean, I talk about a lot of things. Also, my dad, and how he was raised. My dad and I, we spoke tonight. It's 9:40 p.m. My dad and I spoke for about like, well, actually, he called me earlier on my lunch break, and then he called me. Well, he called me on my lunch break. I called him back, and then we talked for like maybe 20 minutes. What was it like? 20 minutes. It probably was like 8:30 then or whatever. Anyway, my point is we've said I love you like 100 times today. And I don't even want to exaggerate. I promise you at least 15 times, 15, 20 times on the phone. I love you. I love you. I remember the times my dad and I couldn't say that because it was how he was raised. And that's the deal in the black community. I was born in 86. I'm 39 years old. But in the black community, I don't know if y'all can relate or not, but especially, black and brown men, in my era when I was growing up, and even when my dad was growing up and stuff, it's like the men didn't say "I love you." I don't know about white folks or whatever the case. I'm just talking about the black people, but they didn't say "I love you." They showed the love. Just take my dad always took care of us, took great care of us, still do in a sense, but it was never like I love you and come give me a hug. I love you. I love you. It was never that. It was always like, okay, we didn't have much growing up, but my every birthday my dad would make sure to have some Napoleon ice cream, some Lay's potato chips, and then he'd get like I cooked I actually gave my coworker some of the blueberry the Dunkin' the keto blueberry cake mix that I had, the muffin mix, and also the chocolate chip that they devoured it. Okay, I said I gotta go probably get some more tonight, or maybe sometime this weekend and make some more. And they were like, "Terrence, is this really healthy?" I said, "It's healthy. You can eat it on keto. You can eat it. You ain't got to be on keto, but you can have it far as if you're on the modified Atkins, low carb, keto type deal. You can have those desserts, and it doesn't spark you can even eat it as a diabetic. It doesn't raise spark your sugar levels, your glucose levels. My right hand to God, there are some good products out there, period. Anyway, but I was just saying how, what was I saying? Um, but let me just put it like this. People have gotten better in my family. My dad and I, we can say I love you, and I think that's a blessing because when I was younger, that was never the case. We would, when my mom was alive, which was my dad's wife, of 33 years, by the way. I'd always call my mom, and my dad would always be around her, and I'd be like, "Tell Dad I say hey," and it would never be like, "Oh, I love you," blah 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 blah. But now we have these long conversations, so that's also the beauty. That's the blessing. That's that blessing in disguise because my mom, God called my mom home. All right, my mom was 51 years old. She died in 2016, and so this with her death anniversary this year. May 3rd would be 10 years. That's crazy to me. It'd be a decade because we're coming up on a decade. We got 4 more months though. But it's just really interesting how that pans out. But yeah, I do feel like people have gotten better. Let me just say this: people around me, but some people have gotten worse. Okay, so it can go both ways. Finally, someone with some sense. Henrietta, thank you so much, Henrietta Parks. No, they were not smart. They were evil. How do you type out that sentence without correcting any of your grammatical errors? Huh? What are you talking about? Um, Diamond, I think you just wanna be angry and upset. I'm gonna pray for you. Like I told you last live stream, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not upset with you. You can come in here and talk about me all kind of different ways. I'm gonna pray for you. Why you keep coming back though? I think you love me, and I love you. I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody. But I think you love me, and it makes me feel good. Okay, because I'm gonna win you over. Ironic says you see Trump said he didn't want midterm elections. Okay, maybe I'm just being hypocritical there. There's no way 200,000 people watch you. Well, not all at once. Everybody, a lot of people doing their own things and stuff. But I mean, I, I got over. I think I'm over 200,000 subscribers. I know people come and watch me. Why are you? Why are people? Why are people so critical about that? Like, why is it so hard to believe? That's not a lot of people. Nick Nimmons almost has 1 million. Cheryl Porter, the freaking amazing vocal queen here on YouTube, has multi millions. I mean, I watched her get her gold and then now her diamond plaque. Um, why is it so hard to believe? Um, and maybe sometimes when she goes live, she might not have a lot of people in her live streams. Black Rambo has millions. One time he went live. I support Black Rambo. I support oh my gosh, TV. I just love so many different subscribe. I'm subscribed to so many different people. I love so many different people on this application. I mean, it's really amazing people. Mr. Beast, obviously, I am a member of his channel. I'm a member of I Show Speed, Casa Nats. And they motivate me. They encourage me. And I donate great money to them. And they are. I'm not a multimillionaire, not yet, but I'm gonna make 5 million. I'm gonna make $5 million this year. I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna make 5 million, baby. We gonna make it. Okay. I'm already at. It's January 20th. I told Keisha, oh, my oldest sister birthday. Shout out to Keisha Berger McGregor. Her birthday is tomorrow. I told Keisha, I said, I've already made about 30,000. She said, you go, boy. I said, I know. I'm pushing it. I am kicking butt, you guys. I'm kicking butt here on YouTube. I'm kicking butt here in surgery. I'm trying my best. I've invested some good money with crypto. That's been a blessing, for the first part of this beautiful year. So it's a great thing. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a financial advisor. I ain't a guru. I ain't all that and stuff. Whatever. I can pair you up with a financial advisor and all that good stuff. But in order to make money, you got to spend money. So don't be coming for me now. In order to make money, you got to spend money. But I was telling Keisha, I was like, I might make some. Investing is a gamble, so I might make some bad investments. I'm gonna manifest good, prosperous, blessings. Far as when it comes to investments and things of that nature, because I just feel like if I do the same thing, ugh. And then also, guys, I just opened up CD's savings account and stuff. So that's gonna, I'm going to build on that. Like a regular savings, you're getting like pennies on a dollar. But this CD savings account, I can make more money as it just sits in that savings account. It's like, why not do that? Natural healing is the way to go. It says 41 for me, or you mean subs? Honestly, I don't give a. I'm gonna say you don't give a S. This guy's a grifting freak. Okay, what kind of grift? Thank you so much, dumbass question. He better be a damn lunch lady. All right, that is the definition of grifting. Good for you. Don't let the haters get to you. Let them pay your bills. Oh, they pay on them. I mean, Alice, let me tell you. It's been a blessing. I'm not purchasing my condo, even though the realtor is like, Terrence, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people have bought their condos at the condominium that I live at. But shout out to YouTube, Lord knows I make I'm making decent. I can pay with just the minimum what I get from YouTube. I can pay, a month's rent, which is a blessing. So it's almost 3,000. It's like it's 2,875 now. It just went up like $200. But at least I can pay that, just monthly and stuff. I'm not gonna quit. This is what I've gone to school for. This is all I know. All I know is surgery. All I know is the medical field. But it's a blessing. And I know people are just they're envious, they're jealous, but I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm not jealous of anybody. There's a woman here. She's a CRNA. She has her own business outside of this. She also um, she came up with when she was pregnant. She came up with these things. Anyway, she has supplies and things or whatever of that nature. That's at Target. It's online. I mean, she's doing amazing things. It's just like when you think about um, B Loves Life. Her sauce. Oh my gosh, which is very, very good. I love that woman hot sauce, but I love Tabitha Brown. I brought a lot of her seasonings. My cousin was like, "I'm not gonna pay $8 for that." I said, "I'm gonna if it was 20, I'm gonna pay for it." I love Tabitha Brown, and I feel like we need to support black and brown businesses, but also support people who you feel has done something for you in a sense. That's why I say I support President Trump because I mean his tenacity, his mindset, the business perspective of him as well is just it's unmatched, and so I love on people like that. That's just what I do. But yeah, but haters are not gonna y'all are not gonna get to me. People have been trying to cancel my ass, and I'm like, why are you trying to cancel somebody who ain't even? I ain't even a big YouTuber. Why are you trying to cancel me? The hell? Bro is just reacting to the Twitch to Twitch or whatever, huh? If you don't like this bootlegger, hit those three dots and give him a thumbs down. Thank you so much. Pope, you seem slow as fuck. That's what Gal says. I actually forgot I can dislike things. Damn. Yeah, dislike away. Dislike and like is still is you guys it's still a view. I'm still gonna get paid. You guys would have to just like I'd have to be dead to you. Just never come back in, and that's the only way that you're not gonna actually support me. Cause you guys talking, I'm making money off of you. I feel like I'm taking candy from a baby. You guys gotta stop this. You gotta stop making this so easy. Creme Larry. Terrence, how are you? You on a break? Yes, I'm on a break. I'm doing great. As we speak, I'm not kidding. I just finished two CEUs, which is continuing education credits units. Like a lot of people, I'm minding my business though because I'm actually doing this. But a lot of people in the lounge, but we chilling now. So everybody has worked hard. I must say. Well, I know my team. We've worked hard. I ain't gonna shade nobody, but yeah, like the board looks. Hold on 1 second. It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here. Oh, where is Epic? Okay. It looks good. And I'm not gonna be on live long, but you guys, I might go live again when I get home. Yeah. There's not one thing on the board now. Even in interventional radiology, even that case is done. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Y'all know there's like I work at a level 1 facility, so it's 24-hour hospital, and so you have different shifts throughout the day, and then some people have already got here. They come from like 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning, and Lord willing, I'll be back here like in the morning, early in the morning. But yeah, it's been a blessing. God likes immigrants, your neighbors, but I don't know why you do not. What are you talking about? I don't like immigrants. I don't hate nobody. I'm just okay. If you're here illegally, you shouldn't be. Um, End of story. I don't hate nobody. I just don't like the fact that you're here in a country where you should obtain, citizenship legally, because some have obtained it illegally, and then you come here, you commit crimes, you do all these crazy things. Yes, there are, legal citizens, right? Immigrants who became legal citizens. There are people that have been citizens from day one, right? And they commit crimes and all that stuff, whatever. I'm just saying, well, if we, you ever heard the saying, I can do bad all by myself? I don't need you to, if I'm doing bad, I don't need you to do bad also. That's just double. Like, why do we need more craziness? I don't understand that. Because we are the land of the free. We're the country where it's the most beautiful first world country. But no. Shout out to President Trump. I love what he's doing. Jeff says, I think you are awesome and bless you. God bless you, Jeff. Thank you so much. You can also have YouTube not recommend channels to you. Great for clearing out AI channels. Go back to work. Okay, Jason, I'm still here at work, but there's nothing on the board. And then I've stocked my rooms. Literally, my case was like one of the last case, well, not the very last case, but it was like second to last to finish. But there were other people that had finished around like 8 o'clock, 7:30, and they've been in the lounge. I don't just sit in the lounge. I'm actually being productive, like literally. Yes, I'm on live. I've only been on live for 51 minutes, so don't come for me. But I'm on live, and I've done two. Before that, I've done two CEUs and stuff, whatever. At the end of the day, like I'm good. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but I'm not somebody who just doesn't work. I just don't get the people defending the child sex offenders. Like, we can't even agree on that. Okay. You're saying for 100%, you can bet your whole family's life and your life on the fact that that's what he did. If you can say that, say that. But at the end of the day, you are innocent until proven guilty. We are in the Constitution says that innocent until proven guilty. You guys, why can't we agree on that? What you're doing is you're assuming. You're uninteresting and very boring. If you support Trump and MAGA as a black man, please go apologize to your grandparents as they went through. My grandparents are all dead. And I know for a fact I didn't meet my grandfather on my mom's side, and I didn't meet my grandma on my dad's side. But far as Isaac, okay, who raised me as well, he says, I remember him always, oh my God, he called me French fry. I love French fries, y'all. And he called me French fry and red growing up. Joseph was Chucker Jaws and Keisha was Red Hot. but but he would always tell me, I would hunt with my grandfather and my dad, and I'd be my right handed guy. I was 7, 8, 9 years of age hunting with them, and cutting the deer and all that stuff. That's why I said I think at an early age I just enjoyed the bones and guts and all that good stuff. That never like it never I never had a queasy stomach ever. But anyway, he told me he that's how he raised me as well as my dad, my mom, to always fight for what you believe in. If you don't fight for something, you don't stand for any. If you don't fight for something and stand for something, you gonna fall for anything. And I'm not doing that, So whatever. But you can say shameful all day long, and I accept that. Post if you don't like this bootlegger hit. Okay, you've already said that. I'm just throwing in my 2 cents. Linda, it's okay. Linda, 2 cents. Linda, your evaluation, your outlook is priceless. You can't put a price on intelligence. You're amazing. I appreciate you. Let's ruin his algorithm, Pope. You can't ruin something that God has already bestowed upon me. What? What don't y'all get? Why y'all don't understand this? Stop doing that. Please stop doing that. You're making yourself look silly. Oh, I'll take your 2 cents pennies. Rare nowadays. Doc Cap for sure is uneducated as fuck. I'm uneducated. No, like I have 4 degrees and one certificate. Like everybody here knows that. But that doesn't make me educated. But it doesn't make me uneducated. But it doesn't make me educated. Educated. I feel like when you're educated is when I grew up. Yes, my mom and dad were together. I'm not trying to sit up here and come for people who weren't, had a mom and dad who wasn't there for them, but my mom and dad was there for me, and they were, they've been together, up and like obviously until my mom passed away, but very, very knowledgeable and raised us beautifully. I am educated because I respect people and I'm kind to people, even people who are mean to me. I'm kind to people. I don't, y'all. I'm gonna make it to heaven. Y'all can sit up here and want to comfort me all day long and stuff, but I'm not fit to sit up here and conform to your beliefs and all that negativity. I'm not doing it. Most of these comments are by 12-year-olds. Jeff, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I bet there are a lot of adults. I'm 39. I bet there are a lot of people in their 40s and 50s who are writing these very, very horrible comments. Well, Jeff, haha, maybe only in the mind. Well, Crimble, okay, I get it. That I have to say that too. They probably have a child mind mentality, but also 12 is your Prince age, 13 is Jamon Jr., 10 is Kelsey. Y'all have seen these kids. Y'all have seen my nieces and nephews. Very intelligent young queens and kings. So that's why I say I think it's an insult, and I'm not coming for you, Jeff, or anybody, but I think it's an insult to say, okay, somebody, oh, this person got to be 12, 13, or whatever, because the teenagers and these kids that I know that I help raise as a proud uncle are exceptionally, incredibly intelligent, and so they come into these live streams in and out, and sometimes they watch and from like they watch without commenting, like you can say in the bushes and stuff, and they always respect people. They're never disrespectful. Great big hug, Terrence. Keep doing what you that you bring in laughter and good vibes. Thank you so much, Bobby Jean. I appreciate you. Hey Daquan, hello, how you doing? He is calling 60% of the country's domestic terrorists and radical lunatics, etc. You're grifting or you're ignorant. You have to ignore the reality of the things he says every day to hold your opinion. Okay, Brenda, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. Thank you so much. Your regular toxic waste. Thank you for the 100. Thank you all for the gifts. I know other people have sent gifts. Okay, Traquel. I did not say hello to you, Traquel. Traquel, are you still here? Thank you for the high five. Traquel, my apologies. W's for Traquel, always winning, always amazing, always beautiful. Traquel, please forgive me if you still here. I'm so sorry. I love you and I appreciate you so, so, so much. Diamond says best entertainment you can get. How are few people watching this? Is sad. Huh? What do you? Okay, you need to stop. You're so silly. I don't, you guys. I'm gonna be ending soon. It's okay if 2 people watch. If it's okay if 200 people watch. Why is this a problem? Why is this a problem? Why are you so angry, Diamond? Your name is such an awesome name. You're a diamond. You're like a diamond. Like that's a beautiful. Amazing positive thing, and why are you so negative? Yeah, just skip the message that completely shadows your reality. Huh? What are you talking about? Okay, anyway, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for being in here. Nurses ain't shit. That is so mean to say. Nurses are amazing. Nurses save lives, and I love the nurses that I work with. Hey, Big Dean, how you doing? What's up, Maga? What's up, Big Dean? I appreciate you, bro. Again, thank you so much, Raquel. Thank you. You said rule number 2, share what you make. I don't see no dedicated hater in here. Rule number 1, don't share what you make. Don't share what I make. Oh my gosh, I always share what I make. And you said rule number 2, share what you make. And I always do that too. You guys on YouTube, like honestly, oh my gosh, I used to be really, really bad. Keith Jenkins, shout out to Keith Jenkins. He can attest to this because he sent way more money. Well, he gave way more money every month. I used to give around 3,000 to 5,000. He was giving 5,000 to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 a month. We were not making that, especially just coming on YouTube. We weren't making that at all. Nowhere near it. I thank God that I've increased as far as revenue here on YouTube, but I did not get involved with this because of money. I didn't even know that there was even a thing. I got involved with YouTube. To be honest, it was like an outlet, especially when my mom had passed, and I started watching like my mom died of cancer videos and things of that nature and stuff, and people like documenting, the lives of their loved ones with cancer. And then I kind of got into like, the slot community and things of that nature. And then I kind of stumbled upon, Latrice, and I stumbled upon Peach McIntyre, and I was like, they were really doing this. They doing a great job. And so I said, let me just try to do it, and the rest is history. Trump wants peace. Really, yeah, he does want peace. Hey Avery, how you doing? Hot Terrence, I'm back after a long time. You are Avery. I appreciate you so much. I never can forget you. Donna says yes, he does. He does. I get FFA degree tomorrow. Oh my gosh, future farmers of America, you rock. You're amazing, Avery. W's to Avery. Avery, I love and appreciate you so much. Prove that Trump wants peace. Look at me. I'm living proof. I'm living proof. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. We've reached that hour mark. God bless you all. Have that bell, click for all future notifications. You too, Diamond. I know you're gonna be in the next one because I will probably be going back live. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you all for all that you do. This is my second degree. I got one as a freshman, and this one is called absolutely not proof. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for watching. though. I appreciate you. The chapter degree. Okay, cool. Avery, you're so amazing. You're so awesome. I'm so proud of you. I really, really am. That's what it's called. Great. So it's the second degree is called the chapter degree. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. I really, really am. I'm not just saying that. Diamond said this guy can sit here and talk to himself for hours while a nuke goes off, and he would be none the wiser. He would be none the wiser. Okay. Oh God, that's a really like. I think you was typing really fast because that didn't make no damn sense. But I appreciate you so much, Diamond. I appreciate you all. Please come back, okay? Haters and all, you guys are all making me money, so come back. Avery said the first one is called The Green Hand. Awesome. Okay, well, great. Avery, thank you so much for sharing those things. Future farmer of America. I love that. Get back to work. Oh, okay. There's no surgeries. Okay, maybe I can go like I don't know, like buff floor or take a toothbrush and clean the crevices of the floor. I don't know. But anyway, Colin, thank you, Colin. Love and appreciate you, Colin. Thank you so much. I love you, Donna. Thank you for that emoji. Andrew said, read mine, bitch. Well, I just read that one, but I'm sorry. Like, I know I skip a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments. I'm going to pray for you, though. And thank you. Thank you so much for all the names and everything and stuff. I appreciate, like I said, all of you so much. I love you so much too, Colin. I appreciate y'all. Don, I know you laughing at me because I'm crazy as hell. I'm really this person. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I'm this person like all day, every day. Like, I don't know. I buried my mom. I saw my mom in a casket. Okay. You think do you think anything is gonna bother me? Like, no, like it's not. I've seen the worst of the worst. Unfuckwittable, unbothering. I'm gonna pray for y'all. But thank y'all so much for coming in. Like I said, Diamond, I'll be looking out for you. Okay. Michael, thank you so much. Michael, thank you for the high five. God bless you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all for the gifts. Thank you so much. Again, Colin, I love you as well. Okay, Avery, you said there is this saying we used to let people know we aren't all farmers because statistically around 90% of future farmers of America don't live on farms. Oh, okay. I like what you have to say. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate that. Donna Perez, I appreciate that. Life is gosh, life is so fragile, unpredictable. It's I don't know. It's just a whirlpool, right? It's what you make it. I'm gonna make the best of it, and I create my own happiness. I don't have time to be miserable like some people, and that's weird. It's weird. And we say we are more than just cows and plows. We are leaders and achievers. You absolutely right. You are the future. Absolutely right, Avery, and I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. You are one of those young, impressive individuals that are going to make this country just continue to blossom. And thank you for all that you do. I'm elated whenever you do come in. I really am. I'm super awesome. Colin, I love when you say that. You make my heart smile when you say that. You just have no idea how worse it can get. You said you just have no idea how worse it can get. Okay. If you say so. But anyway, like I said, Diamond, make sure you come back and troll me, in the next live stream because I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need all your cents, all 67 cents. I probably got 6, 7, 6, 7. You probably made me 67 cents just from your comments alone. But thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I will talk to y'all very soon. All right. God bless you. Bye.